Did you know that Sebastian Bach isn't in Skid Row anymore? I didn't. I thought he was Skid Row. Welcome to my new music review. I am your host, Savannah. I am 50% of Rate the Record. The other 50% has his own videos. Go check them out. His name's Chris or something. I don't know. I don't really listen too much. Anyways, let's jump right into it. Track number 1 is Alter Bridge with This Is War off their new album Pawns and Kings. Now, with Alter Bridge, I have heard members separately, but I haven't actually really heard the entire band. Now, I've heard Slash and the Conspirators featuring Miles Kennedy, so I've heard the singing. I've also heard Creed, so I have heard the music, not as good, minus Scott Stapp. So I feel like there's a lot of potential for Alter Bridge here. Now, with this song, it seems very straightforward rock. It doesn't offer you any curveballs or anything like that, but Miles Kennedy's voice is amazing. The octaves that he can hit to really get up there and sort of add this intensity and this feeling to it is just amazing, and I absolutely love it. I loved it listening to Slash's solo stuff, newer solo stuff, and I really like it here. I really like the vocals in the bridge and sort of the background harmonics, I guess, which leads into a guitar solo. I really hope that Mark Tremonti is getting some sort of flight miles for the amount of notes that he is cramming into the solo. Very tap heavy, very note heavy, super cool, super rocky. I love that. All in all, this is a straightforward rock song done very, very well. I liked it. This is definitely going on the playlist as I can listen to this over and over and not really get sick of it. They didn't waste any time. No bullshit. I liked it. Thumbs up. Skid Row with Time Bomb off their album The Gang's All Here. The gang's not really all here, are they? Just realized my necklace has been shining you guys in the eyes. I'm really sorry about that. So I'm just going to start off with the chorus. Now, I don't know if the chorus sort of vocal melody is reminding me of something else, or if it is just so audibly pleasing to my ears, but I really, really like it. There is something about it that is smooth and fluid and catchy and earwormy, and I don't know if I would ever say this about a Skid Row song that isn't Youth Gone Wild, because, little note, I love that song, but this is just so pleasing, and at this point, I don't even care about what happens in the rest of the song. Just please play me that chorus over and over again. Moving on from the chorus, the vocals don't sound bad at all. The song itself, the verses do sound a little dated. They do have sort of that Bruce Dickinson, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest sort of 80s metal sound, but for the year 2022. It's not bad. I just gravitate towards the chorus a hell of a lot more, which I guess is good because that's really your hook. That's what you want people to listen to and take away from this. So I guess in a roundabout way, they've really done their job. To be fairly honest, and I said this at the beginning of this song, I would put this on the list solely for the chorus. I would probably edit the song so it's just the chorus over and over again, maybe about 16 times. Song would be over and I would play it another 16. I don't know what it is, just something tickles my brain, and that is okay with me. Last track of the day is Haunted Hours by Georgia band, the state, not the country, Vision Video. Now, I found them on TikTok, where I found a couple other bands, which I'm sure I will end up reviewing in the future, but I actually really like this. I really like the sort of 80s goth, sort of emotional feeling to it. It's very reminiscent of The Cure. I actually can't really think of any other bands to sort of compare them to, but I find it somewhat unfair to compare them to past bands. Just because they take inspiration from another band doesn't mean they are a carbon copy of said band. For some reason, the song sort of fills me with imagery of the late fall, early winter, very cold, sort of gray and desperate. I really sort of like that because when you're feeling that way, at least for me, I find refuge in music and things that sort of make me feel more cold and more gray. I don't know if that's weird or not, but it's very reminiscent of listening to summery songs in the summer. It just sort of makes you feel that way a little more. And I wouldn't say feeling gray and sad is technically a bad thing, it's just emotion. So when you double down on it, for some reason, I really like that. So this song is definitely a banger in my eyes. I really like the vocals. They're very dreamy, but with a pretty noticeable bass tone to it. So it's intense, but pretty. I don't really know how else to describe it other than I'm going to listen to the rest of this album, because if I can listen to more music that sounds like music I liked from 30, 40 years ago, I want to listen to more of that now. Point is, I like the song, it's going on the playlist. Truth be told, it's already there. Thank you for joining me for another new music review. Like I said in the intro, my co-host Chris or Craig or Cody, I don't know what his name is, I think it might be Chris, has new music reviews himself, so check those out. Check out Rate the Record every Monday or ratetherecord.ca. But if you're here, I'm sure you already know that. Goodbye.